You're having some issues with your electrical appliance and you feel that it's a good possibility that it's the mechanical timer that's giving you the problem. How do you diagnose that? To be sure that that's the part you need, we're going to show you here today. So a few things you need to do. You need to have the schematic for your appliance there in front of you. You need to have a multimeter set on a continuity setting. That's so that when you touch the probes together to complete a circuit, it makes an audible sound. As well, you need to remove the power from your appliance. Pull the cord out of the wall, remove your fuses, or turn off your breaker. Doing that, we're going to refer back to a schematic. The example I have here for us today is for a basic automatic washer with a mechanical timer that we're going to discuss as having the problem of not being able to fill with cold water. So to do that, we want to understand what this wonderful timer selector chart is telling us, because it's going to show us exactly which points to test on the timer. So typically we want to set it to your timer, rotate it around to where your regular setting is, because we're wanting to have it in a normal cycle where it's going to be doing a warm fill. So it would be typically closing contacts for your cold and your hot. We want to come down to our timer selector chart and look for where that machine would be filling from. And it's telling us here that it's going to fill on contact number 10, which uses gray and violet, and the contact is going to be closed for this length of time in order to do that. As well, we're going to look down here further and we see where it says warm cold is using contact number 15, and that's going to be on a brown and yellow, and it's going to be closed for this part of the cycle. So knowing that, we'll now move down onto our actual schematic. We're going to check out our legend. We're going to see that timer contacts are shown with an icon like this. And if you see a line that's a heavy dark black, that's indicating that it's an internal connection within your timer as well. So looking at your schematic, you'll see that those heavy dark lines and switches are shown here on your schematic. We're going to go around the ones where it's shown where your pressure switch is, because that's outside of the timer itself. But everything else that we have inside here is all within your timer. We've already identified that contact number 10 would need to be closed. And we also determined that contact number 15 needs to be closed as well. There's your cold coil. It's giving you the aggravation. So now let's understand what's supposed to happen. Power's going to come in your power cord. It's going to go through the fuse, through the lid switch. It's going to come through on a gray wire to your timer. It's going to go through this contact. It's going to continue out of your timer on a violet wire headed to your pressure switch. So we're going to take our multimeter, we're going to take one lead, and we're going to put it where the gray wire attaches to the timer. We're going to take our other lead, attach it to where the violet wire attaches to the timer, and if that circuit is good in the timer, we will hear our beep. We know that contact is good. If we're not hearing that, then either the contact is burnt, worn, or the cam that actuates it is having a problem, in which case you would have to replace your timer. If it tests good, we're going to move down to the other contact, because that power is would be continuing through your pressure switch back to your timer on a pink wire. So on your timer, we're going to check by taking our lead and putting it where the pink wire goes onto the timer. We're also, and this is where you got to watch, that timer switch number 15, if it closes, is now going to feed the wire brown and yellow. It's going to jump down to yellow and red. So we're going to put our other probe either on yellow and red or brown and yellow. Either one will tell us that this contact is closed. If you're not hearing that beep, when you're testing that particular set of wires, that contact, your timer is bad and you would have to replace it. It's that easy to diagnose. Just take your time to understand, looking at your schematic, what's taking place to make the component that's giving you the trouble operate. Pinpoint it down to which wires, do your continuity tests, and you'll be able to confirm if that's your problem or not. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you.